Bug, you're on.
All right. Well,
Here, flip your hair to the front a little bit for
those
me.
of you who don't know me, I'm Cher Guevara, and I'm sexy as hell right now.
Well, I mean, all the time, but it's particularly right now.
Particularly right now. I mean, I got the God boots on, I got the tits in, I'm ready to rock and roll. So, I got a couple here, and then, of course, I'll probably come up later and do some more. But first one is New Shit.
New shit.
This one's called To a Part-Time Monk. Up at the midnight hour listening to an old Thelonious Live album. It reminded me of you. You who was the first to introduce me to the hip, cool sounds of Monk. I can still hear those smooth piano chords bouncing off the lonely walls where the steel beasts waited. A cool morning before the mad rush took over. I was too young and angry to dig those sounds. I always wanted it loud, heavy, out-fucking-rageous. Times and ears change. And where are you on this late night? Still out there digging a groove? Or have you settled in for a day gig that won't kill your soul? It's been half a lifetime since those days of cool tunes and hot grease. If the fates are kind and you find this piece, drop me a line and tell me how the journey's been. I'll be waiting with a burning lucky and some hot wax just for you, boss. And now we're going to do some old shit.
Old shit. Rotate your body a little bit toward me, honey.
I don't know what's going to fall over first, me or the mic stand. No.
Taking all bets.
All bets. So, now I wrote this years ago. This is actually part of a larger piece. And I'm going to get a little bit of righteous anger going here. It is Trans Day of Visibility today, so show some love for your trans comrades and friends, family. And if you haven't been paying attention, a lot of states, including Indiana, seem to be at war with the trans community, trying to pass bills, restricting what we can do, what trans kids can do, blah, 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 blah. And to give you an idea of how ridiculous this is, the governor of Utah actually vetoed one of the bills. It was one of these bills that was going to keep trans kids from playing sports. And the governor pointed out, he's like, and this is true, he's like, we have 75,000 kids in the state of Utah that, play school sports. You know how many trans kids they have that play school sports in Utah? Close. 4. 4. The state legislature hates trans people that much, they are targeting legislation for 4 people. You can't even front a basketball team with 4 people. Oh. And surprisingly, our own governor, Eric Holcomb, also vetoed the trans sports bill, which really surprised me. I mean, I obviously didn't vote for Holcomb. I probably still won't, because, he was Mike Pence's little toady, and
we all know about Nurse Ratched.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, we do. I swear, during the 4 years of the 4 years that Trump was president, every time I would talk to somebody from another state, I would immediately apologize for being from Indiana. I'm sorry. He doesn't represent all of us, I swear.
Hey, but we didn't give you Trump. Can't blame him.
So I thought we would do a little righteous anger tonight. This one's called A Queer American Prayer. Okay. Lord, we are afraid. We remember the shots heard round the night. 50 brothers and sisters cut down on a hot summer night. Cut down in a time of joy and celebration. Cut down in our sanctuary. Cut down in the one place where they didn't have to be afraid. But Lord, we are afraid. Our parties in bright glitter turned to weeping and funeral shawls as we were thrust into the stark reality that there are still those in this nation who would murder us for loving, those in this nation who would kill us out of spite, kill us out of politics, kill us out of holiness, kill us for loving. And Lord, we are afraid. We have lived our lives hearing it was holy to beat us, hearing it was holy to kick us, hearing it was holy to keep us locked in a cage, hearing it was holy to keep us from the table of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, hearing it was holy to drive us to an early grave, and hearing it was holy to do the deed themselves. We have lived our lives hearing that to hate us is holy, hearing that this hate was holy and out of love. But Lord, I have seen roses bloom out of this river of blood. I have seen brothers and sisters hug and embrace each other. I have seen them put aside the petty bullshit and rivalries that often mar our community and stand hand in hand. I have seen weeping eyes dried under the quiet flames of candles. Lord, I have seen roses bloom out of this river of blood. I have seen brothers and sisters put their marching boots on and hoist the colors high. I have heard the voices rumbling, the roars that say, "This will never happen again." I have seen beautiful solidarity blooming out of this, Lord. Brothers and sisters who have grown tired and weary of living lives under the heel of society rise up and say, "Enough!" Brothers and sisters who swear they will lay down their lives to save another. Lord, I have seen beautiful solidarity. Lord, I have seen roses bloom out of this river of blood. I have seen closet doors burned down in the flame of a warrior heart. I have seen courage, Lord. The courage to be ourselves, even in the specter of gore. I have seen eyes glisten with tears reflecting on spirits that no bullet could ever stop. I have seen the truth that true love casts out all fear, Lord. But Lord, will things really change? We are already being forgotten and cast aside even in death. We are being pushed aside to put the spotlight on terrorists and AR-15s. We are forgotten even in death, Lord, so the politicians can push their egos and soak up their spotlights. Will things really change, Lord? Will we be pushed aside, cast aside, forgotten? Are we a side note to immigration policies and gun control? Are we a side note for poll numbers and legislation roll calls? Who are we in death, Lord? Lord, will things really change? Will the preachers who offered us their thoughts and prayers go right back to calling us vile and evil come Sunday morning? Will the politicians who offered their thoughts and prayers go right back to voting to keep us second-class citizens and supporting planks that blame us for the destruction of the American family? Will this river of blood change one preacher's heart or one politician's vote? Lord, will things really change? Will we quit being the targets for bullets and ballots? Will we bury our long, bloody past, Lord, and be able to walk without fear? Will things really change, Lord? It has been a long, bloody road, and even though we walk freer than our forebears did, it still seems like a long march ahead. And we cannot keep burying our dead. We cannot keep burying our fear. We cannot keep burying all the hate in this world. Will things really change, Lord? Lord, we have buried our dead. We have wiped our eyes, and whether or not things change today, tomorrow, next month, next year, the next decade, we are willing to march. Our hearts are pure with the love of warriors. We lay it all with each other, in the spirit of each other, in the heart of each other. Will the nation hear us, Lord? Thank you.